Alright, hello guys, RockOnZachAndTrevors.com 24/25 here today, and we are going to be reviewing the Battlefield 4 beta.
And we're going to kind of take this in a direction, not as if it was a beta, but as if it was a full game. So we're gonna talk about this game as if it was a real game, not a beta. So our final score will depict everything. So don't hold back just because it's a beta. Score it like a game. Because it's gonna get some partiality when it comes to that. So you can start talking.
Alright, well, I can already tell you guys that is probably one of the glitchiest things I've seen in a beta. One of the things, though, is you can tell that all the textures are obviously not complete because they're very blurry. We've had experiences where there's been players, I don't know why I just said players, but players disappearing, buildings disappearing, basically everything of the above disappearing. And, like little random holes, like a chunk error, kind of like for Minecraft or something like that.
Battlefield 4 is like a musician.
I would agree on that statement. It's basically almost like a musician.
Things will just disappear and reappear. Now you see them, now you don't.
Kind of like a Where's Waldo type of thing, but yeah. So, how about your intake on it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's more Battlefield. It's more of the same. It's a good game. I mean, it took a while to get in the groove with learning how to fix to the sensitivity, because for some reason the sensitivity felt really weird for a while.
It feels like really slow.
It feels really slow. You like your sensitivity up. I like my sensitivity low. So we have two different sides of the spoon, fork, or coin, whatever you want to say. But it was a lot like Battlefield 3. It took me about a day or two to get into the gist of things, and once I did, it was a blast. A voice crack. It was more Battlefield. That's the good thing. I mean, it is just a beta, but like I said, if it was a full game, this game would have been developed by an indie developer. That's how glitchy it is. I mean, things are disappearing in front of me. I mean, I was sniping a guy literally 10 feet in front of me, and the render distance took the building out. And I'm like, really? I mean, that's like, I could play a tiny draw distance on Minecraft and see more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even like you can only see 10 feet in front of you. I mean, sometimes it'll be off and on. Like, you'll be able to see across the map, and then the other minute, things are disappearing.
Yeah.
And also, the weird thing is you start at level 0, so even if you play, it makes it look like you've never played. And I felt as though the first levels took a while to get leveled up. Whereas, bad to draw a comparison because people never like it. Call of Duty's first about 10 levels are a breeze, whereas it's taken me about, let's see, it's the 9th now, it started on the 4th, it's taken me this long to get to level 3.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous. Just keep going. On the weapons side, there wasn't many weapons. For classes, I mean, they had all the classes. They had Assault, Engineer, Specialist, and Recon. Not Specialist, Support, sorry. Assault is still my favorite, because you get an assault rifle, a defibrillator. You don't unlock the defibrillator immediately in this, however. I believe you did in Battlefield 3, am I correct?
I believe so. I think you did.
You just had it automatically. It also has, 3 charges. You don't just shoot it immediately when you see a guy, you have to charge it up by rubbing it together every time.
Yeah, that makes it,
it makes it realistic, but I am losing more people that way, because it takes an extra 2 seconds to do. The AK-12, which is the main weapon for assault, the main assault rifle that you'll first use in the beta, is a very good weapon. It gives you red dot sight, and it works very well. The gun looks nice. I like how it has the flag on the gun. Like, if you're on the U.S. side, it has the U.S. flag.
Yeah.
If you're on the if you're on the China side, it has the China flag. Now, the Scholar H is the second gun, which I'm actually playing right now, and I'm using that. Now that gun, there is some trouble, and let me explain it. I first unlocked that gun, I look down the sights, and the sights are a gigantic blob. I do not joke. When you, on the beta, when you spawn with the gun, you have to wait about 2 seconds for the texture to get in. Because if you spawn and then immediately look down the sights, it's going to be a gigantic texture blob. And I've heard other people talking about that. Once you get the red dot sight, I think once you get 10 kills with it, you don't have to worry about that. The red dot sight loads okay. Scar H has a little more recoil, but I believe it has more damage. But yeah, I was thinking that's something I should point out about how the sight is just a blob if you immediately use it. Another thing is there's only one map. It's I might say this incorrectly. Siege of Shanghai or something like that.
Yeah, it's if you guys don't know what map that is the one with the building.
The building, that is. They did that big trailer on it at E3, the online multiplayer gameplay trailer at E3. I had the building fall once. I only played Conquest about 3 times. I play the smaller map game type. Domination. I didn't know it was named Domination. That's a Call of Duty rip. I'm kidding. People don't get mad. But yeah, I was a little disappointed with the building falling and all. I wanted to kind of fall with it, and I kind of just died immediately when the building started to fall. So that was a little disappointing. That was the thing I was most excited about. Other things, the map works pretty well.
Yeah.
When the building's destroyed, there's a lot of cover spots you can get on something and snipe.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. I thought that was a nice touch. You know, if you want to disappoint me with the crashing so much, they made good cover. So.
Yeah, there's one thing I do have to add on about that. They added a lean, which, if you guys do not know, that in Call of Duty on the PC, lean has been in there.
It has been there since Call of Duty 4, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then now they're just adding it.
According to rumors, I don't know if it's been confirmed, it should be on the console copy of Call of Duty Ghosts. So
yeah,
it should play probably a lot like the Battlefield Lean feature does, where you just walk up. Now, here's another thing about Lean. I thank you for the segue. Actually, I'm going to talk about Lean, but I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Lean, I think, it's a nice touch, but I'm afraid it's more a gimmick than a real useful tactic. I seemingly got screwed up by saying, hey, I'm going to go lean on this, and you couldn't. It was a simple thing you should be able to lean on, and it would not let you, and it would glitch out. I did get a few kills in lean, and it felt really awesome to be able to lean out of cover and kill someone, but, you know, it doesn't even out all the times I've gotten screwed up. Oh my god, here's another glitch I'm going to talk about that I just ran into here. Sometimes when you spawn in, your guns will not appear for a while, and I seriously had an enemy just spawn in front of me. That was awesome.
Yeah, that happened to me once before, too.
So your gun will not spawn on, you'll be running, and sometimes I'll switch to my pistol and my gun will spawn in. But I've had this guy shooting at me. I was hiding behind cover, and my friend died. So I went, ran, got his pack, but he was wide in the open, so I had to run behind cover. The game picked up his pack. I had no weapon in my hand because the game was stalling, and I got killed. And I was pretty pissed off because I'm a sitting duck when the game is doing this weapon stall crap that it did. And this all happened on the rooftop, which is another thing I want to talk about here. The rooftop is a really nice thing in Domination. I think it's used more in Domination than Conquest, because in Conquest, everyone uses the gigantic office building, but in Domination, everyone uses the glass building. Now, the glass building has glass that is destroyable, so if you're running on that glass, the easiest tactic to do ever is just shoot at the glass. And I've had a few little idiots, bastards, shoot me off there. And that is really, really hard. And then you know, drop right in this office building where there's a flag B, flag B, and there's just all this chaos. Now, to get to the top of the building, a little unlike Battlefield 3 where you need a spawn beacon, or whatever it's called, now you can get on by elevator. That's another thing they added, elevators.
See, to add on that, I think there's going to be a lot of camping involved with that.
I already ran into some of that, but I don't think it's game-breaking.
Yeah, I think it'll be more of just something to do, just to rack up kills, but I still think it's more of a camping thing, just because people just want to do it. But
I like the elevators. I ran into campers a few times, but it still doesn't take the elevator element away. I still think it's a cool feature.
Yeah.
But on the way to this office building, I mean, you can get up by elevator, you can get up by 2 ladders, so it's really hard to camp, because one ladder is next to the elevator, the other ladder is on the other side of the building. So if you're trying to camp the elevator, this little guy come up the ladder and knife you. Now, to get to the ladder, you have this awning. And I was smart and actually figured out, I saw this awning, it was on a support, and I'm like, So I threw a grenade at it, blew up, and the awning fell. And I ran up it and got on the ladder, and I'm like, I knew it. So there's a little dynamic mapping going on. Along with dynamic mapping is the ability to open and close containers.
That is one thing I'm very excited about, because, I can tell you there's probably going to be camping with that too, people shutting them so they hide people.
You can also go in this building and close these iron shutters, which block grenades, block pretty much all bullets too. You might get 1 or 2 and all. But yeah, it's very nice touch or dynamic. I mean, elevators go with that dynamic too, where you can press a button and something in the environment changes.
Yeah.
So, it's very nice. Well, I'm gonna try and wrap this up here. It's probably getting a little long here.
Yeah.
Other things I have to say, I mean, you said all the textures were pixely. I ran into a few unfinished textures, but I see that even in games.
Yeah.
Just playing Bioshock Infinite today, I saw that on the telephone. Like, this telephone looked like they just kind of gave up in the middle.
Yeah.
There's some of that, but overall, it looks like Battlefield 3, practically. I think there's some improvements, but it is definitely not the next generation looking thing people wanted.
Yeah,
I'm not convinced this looks like next generation like they were trying to go for.
Yeah, you can tell, even though it still is a work in progress,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful game, but it is not, I don't think it's what everyone wanted. I mean, I've heard people say it looks like crap. I'm like, I
guess it really kind of depends on what you're, like what kind of TV, because who knows, somebody could play in a 12-inch SpongeBob TV or something and just get the opinion that,
Stop talking about yourself.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, just for reference, I played on about 2 years ago.
It was
I played
beautiful.
on a 12-inch SpongeBob TV, but I was only like 11 then, so just don't be hating. Do not be hating.
What? Okay, what was I saying? So yeah, that's all pretty nice. Yeah, there's just a few unfinished textures. The game's pretty nice looking, but it's not next generation. I can't wait to see what Battlefield can do with next generation. Like, some features just have like this kind of, I don't even know how to explain it, effect, like, not grainy, but it kind of looks like what Rockman does, and it's just a little weird. Now, definitely way better looking than any Call of Duty game that'll be coming out this year.
Yeah.
Call of Duty will look exactly like Black Ops 2, I'm expecting.
Alright, so I think we're going to wrap it up here, because this video is getting really long. And
if I had to give this game a score, like I said earlier, if it was a game, so if this was a finished project, not a beta, if this was a finished project, printed, shipped, with EA's name on it, which would not go over too well, as everyone is already hating EA lately, I would give this game a 7.75, which is a 7 3/4. I think this game is an 8.75, a lot like Battlefield, but it's just, if this was a final release, this game would be an atrocity.
Yeah.
It would barely be playable.
Yeah, my rating would probably be a 7.5 because of just all pretty much if it was unfinished, and, if I've seen all these unfinished stuff, then,
But now that this is a beta, I mean, I can't score a beta. It's a good beta. Play it.
It's hard to score it because of all the glitches, unfinished textures, glitching textures, whatever.
That's about it, so...
Alright.
Guys, go run to it. It's on the PlayStation Network store, the Xbox Live Marketplace, and on PC, I think on the Origin website, so, right there.
Yeah.
It's on all that.
Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys could just hit that like button, that'll help us out a lot. We'll be doing more of these, most likely be covering Minecraft coming out on the PS3. So that will be our next video that we will be uploading. So otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Rocco.